Good evening. How are you?
Evening.
Hands up, secondary colleagues. Primary. Early years, where are you? Yay! Special schools, where are you? Fantastic. What I'm going to talk about now is everything. Because I'm known as the Ing Man. I do green screening, podcasting, geocaching, etc, etc. I'm an IT consultant. I was a primary school teacher for 13 years at St Anne's in Keighley. I then became an advanced skills teacher for Bradford Council, and for the last 6 years I've been an ICT consultant. And what we're going to be talking about tonight is geocaching really briefly. Does anybody know what geocaching is? Anybody? No? Okay. I carry on Twitter about this. That's who I am on Twitter, at LordLangley73. I haven't got time to explain the lordship, but it does get you upgraded in rooms in New York, so it's worthwhile on the internet. People know me as a one-trick pony, that's why I've got that picture there. And what I want to talk about, if anybody's as old as me, from my thing there, LordLangley73, you can tell I am 41 this year. Something like that. But when I was younger, I used to climb trees. I used to dig tiger traps. I used to throw slugs at my sister. That's what you did. This weekend, my son he's 13, he had his first teenage sleepover. I was dreading it. I went upstairs to see him and his mates, and I was going to set up the blow bed. Guess what they were doing? On the phones, Joseph, on the windowsill, like that, his mate, like that, not talking to each other. I said, go outside, go and do something. And that's what I've been trying to do with a lot of children, right the way across Bradford, Coalvale and Leeds, using geocaching. Our mobile phones, they've got GPS in it, global positioning system. So I use it for my TomTom, I use it for Memory Map, I use it for Runkeeper, Foursquare. We don't have time to go into talk about stalking with Foursquare. But the geocaching app as well, it all uses GPS and global positioning systems. And basically, it's a treasure hunt with tech.
What is geocaching?
Well, it's kind of like hiking and treasure hunting at the same time. It's sort of popular, actually.
I've never heard of it at all.
You download longitude and latitude coordinates from a website into your GPS, which leads you to these caches that you look at.
No, hello, Tim. Right?
It's not nerdy. It's actually cool, and you have to be smart, you know? And, like, good with puzzles.
One of the geocaching rules is that if you take something out, you have to put something back in.
Okay, well, what do I look for?
Basically anything with a lid. It could be a container, a bucket. There it is!
Oh, look how cool this is. Check it out.
Yeah, it's really small.
It's a micro cache.
It's actually really cool.
I thought this was all weird.
Within about half-a-mile radius of the school, there are 40 geocaches out, hidden in rocks, hidden in trees, etc. And all you need is a free app on your phone, and you can go and do that as a hobby. You look really suspicious if you don't have a dog or young children. Seriously. So, basically, that was at a conference in Newcastle, the Northern Grid for Learning. That's behind the tombstone. Who's ever been to Venice? Have you been to the cemetery in Venice? This is the cemetery in Venice, and just behind that tombstone there is a geocache. But we had to go to 10 different locations, my fiancée and I. She was going absolutely mental about it on the day, because we had to walk 10 miles before we actually found the final location. That's in Norway, around the fjord. That's how many geocaches around the fjord. There mustn't be a lot to do there. Basically, when you get the app, it tells you how difficult the geocache is to find, what the terrain's like, whether it's hard to climb, whether you have to go up a cliff and hang off a branch, or whether it's just a nice gentle walk, and the size of the geocache, because there can be tiny nano caches up to huge like ammo boxes and things like that. So this is the centre of Leeds. There's not as many geocaches in the middle of cities, because if you're seen hiding a camouflaged box in a city, you tend to get arrested. But the reason why I started it is because I wanted my children to get out of the house, and we started walking, and you can find loads of fantastic walks where you can go with the children and you can go geocaching. So I thought, well, we can do this in school, can't we? So basically I created some boxes like so. It's a £1 lunchbox from Poundland, then got some camo tape from eBay, wrapped those up, and the clues inside the boxes can link to absolutely any curriculum area. You have some jobs in your teams, and I've done this from reception through to Key Stage 4, and every single pupil, student, etc. love it. They love doing activities. You've got seekers, you've got openers, and you've got recorders. And it doesn't need to be digital recording. It can be just pencil and paper. Imagine that going analogue. But we have to use those devices up there because those ones up at the top right, the Garmin E-Trex, they bounce and they're waterproof. So they're fantastic. Geocaching rules, you've got to walk at a fast speed, and this is a speedy walk. How fast is that?
Very.
No? In miles per hour? No, 3.5. I think that's really sad that I know that, isn't it? So if you've got the speed, you get the accuracy. You normally can be up to about 2 metres away. But you've got to be aware of health and safety. You wouldn't do this in the middle of a town because you're going to walk into the middle of the road and get squished. So we normally do it in rural locations or within the school grounds, which we've done at secondary schools loads of times. And don't get muggled. What's a muggle? It's somebody who doesn't know about geocaching. So it's like Harry Potter said, the primary school children absolutely love it. If you get caught finding a geocache, you've been muggled. This is what has been seen from geocaching. There's so many other things that have been seen. So enjoyment, engagement, problem solving, speaking, listening, resilience, perseverance, and teamwork. I have run out of time about a minute ago. I'd love to tell you more. If you want to learn more, please come to our conference on the 18th of June and have a chat with us. Thank you very much.